Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are in Kansas. I think we're in Topeka. That's where we last left off. We're still in the same game day, and I got the external contracts thing figured out. It usually does this, but I figured out maybe like about an hour after recording, and I think there's been a comment or maybe two on this. So basically, if you ever have the situation, you got to go down to options, and this is where you can check it. You got to go to online preferences. And you'll come in here and it'll tell you right here, congratulations, all your content is connected to the world of trucks. You can now use all of its features. I clicked on here and it had the Kansas DLC was not added to the world of trucks profile. But the weird thing is the farm cargo DLC that I downloaded at the same time, that was connected. So that's why I couldn't, the world of trucks website could not see that I had Kansas. So we couldn't do any external contracts. But we're going to do some today. We're going to leave, we're going to continue on with the day we were in last time because, well, one, I'm $1,200 in the hole here, so I want to go ahead and get that straightened up here. And let me go ahead and shift here, and let's do this. I should also mention that currently, right now, everything seems to be working just fine. I am on I got the coast-to-coast map on, but it's a test version of the Kansas DLC coast-to-coast one, so fingers crossed nothing goes wrong. Manfred is currently working on it as I'm recording to get it out there, but this is a test version, so I'm using it because I want my drivers to not get all lost and confused. But we do have a load to go pick up, so let's head on out here, and I think I'm just going right on down here. Alright. And we should be able to complete the load today. Not that it matters because external contracts are done by real time. Ooh, I don't want that gear. Let's grab this gear right here. And I think the load cargo is considered circuit breakers. I think it's what it's classified as. So I got to start writing down what cities I've been or taking cargo to and from, because we got to do all 14, but this one will count as 2 because we're taking it from Topeka and we are going to Wichita. See if I can find the trailer here, backing up this way. Bingo bango. So today will be like a day and a half of ATS. And looks like we're going to get there just at about 5 o'clock, which is our quitting time. I was trying to find some farming cargo that I could take. I refreshed the page like a couple of times and really didn't have much luck. I mean, there was farming cargo on the external for external contracts, but everything was leaving the state. We're trying to stay in the state. Once I get going here, I can check on it right now. Yeah, circuit breakers, 15,000 pounds, and we're going to Wichita, which I've been to on the coast-to-coast map, so we're not going to technically discover Wichita when we get there. So expect this episode probably to be, well, you already know how long the episode is. I'm going to guess it's going to be over an hour, since we're doing it like a day and a half here. But I'm hoping that since it's only been like 6 or 7 in-game hours, we'll have the coast-to-coast map, that a lot of my drivers are going to be fine, not get all lost. Boy, I'm just grabbing a whole bunch of wrong gears today. I would like to use the excuse I just got done recording Sunday's episode of Alaskan Road Truckers, to where that series is, it doesn't matter, just go. We don't obey traffic laws in Alaska too much. And then coming back to here and trying to get used to driving here. Alright, let's go make some money, shall we? what we need to be doing here for a little bit. Well, we always need to be making money. Toll Plaza, 1 mile ahead. Let's see if I can find the drive-through one. So usually on tolls, sometimes you got ones where you got to stop and pay, and there's other ones where you can just drive through. Can I just drive through on this side? And looks like we're getting off the off-ramp here. I didn't get a chance to actually read what it said because I was too busy looking at the GPS. But I think it says start of the toll road, so I think it will be something we got to pay once we get off the interstate. Let's see, speed limit is 75, so we'll do about 80. I want to pick up a little bit of a time if we can to get done at it. Oh, I can't. External contracts, dummy. You can only drive 65 miles an hour max. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Well, I'll set the cruise control for 65. And let's get down to Wichita, shall we? And when I get down there, I'm looking for Antonov. That's the way I'm going to pronounce it. Hopefully no detours today, but we shall see. So all we can do is just drive. If one comes up, we'll do what we have to do, like we did last time. Yeah, I knew it was something I definitely did for the external contracts last episode, because after I went to the World of Trucks website and I could see that we were getting the external contracts done, which last I checked, which has been many hours ago, 10 million miles have already been driven for external contracts for the Kansas, Cruising Kansas DLC. I have done none, so we're going to start adding to that today. So I knew something on my end. I was just going to figure out why I could find the cargo in Colorado and surrounding states. And I was like, okay, well, Kansas is active because we got Kansas. We're driving in Kansas. And I said, okay, the farm cargo is active because I see it there. So it was rather interesting. And why World of Trucks website accepted the farming cargo, but it wasn't checkmarked for the Kansas DLC. I don't know. But that's where you can go on. You can go check your online profile for what's connected to your World of Trucks profile to make sure all your DLC is actually active for it. Been a long time since I checked that. Probably since I got my World of Trucks profile ages ago. Because usually you checkmark it and accept it and it goes through. So something weird happened, but either way, we got it all squared away now, don't we? But now what I really need to happen is I need my drivers to start coming through, bringing in some cash. As we saw also at the end of last episode, checking on our drivers, I think half of them were out driving, and the other half were resting. I mean, they're going to get the jobs done when they get them done, I suppose, but as an owner, you're trying to keep your fingers crossed because not only are we 1,200, below what we need to be that we owe the bank. Come tomorrow, we got another $6,000 to pay, and this is not going to cut it here. I'm going to bring in under $1,000. But I could not rest. I thought about starting this episode fresh in. Let's see, what's today? Wednesday. I thought about starting it fresh on a Thursday morning. I was like, you know what? We got like 3 hours left to drive. We got to do something. And if I can find an external contract to finish up the day in that time, that's what you don't need. The driver just came back for minus 3,000. Repair and fuel costs. So now we're almost $5,000 in the hole. Was that that can't be our new driver. Well, in a way it could be. Because I gave them a truck. I don't want to say that was worn down, but if he just drove back to the garage, they're going to repair the truck to 100%. So that would be the cost to get it back to 100%. And of course, in patch 1.49, let's not forget that there's new ways we can repair the trucks, repair or replace I wonder if they're working, if our drivers are replacing instead of repairing. So obviously the way I would, you know, the terminology would be repair is repair the part that's in the truck. Replace would be take out the old part and put in a brand new one. I don't know what our drivers are doing. Not that I have any control over, or do I? Is there an option for that? On how they repair the trucks? But anyways, yeah, we're in Kansas, just driving around. We're going from Topeka down to Wichita. Yeah, I think that's correct. So we haven't been this way. There was one load, but it was the same way we just came. So I didn't want to do that. I mean, I don't mind going back to the same cities that we've just been in an episode ago, but I didn't want to take the same route either. But as I mentioned, you got until January 28th to get your personal goals all done for the cruise in Kansas. But we're here to see Kansas, so we might as well go ahead and get these jobs done. Is it going to automatically take the money out? Somehow I got $16 to pay that. I don't need many more drivers today coming back empty-handed and getting charged. I already owe enough to the bank. And I need to go this way because that road, technically, we can't go on. We really need a good night. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Martin, for bringing in $4,300. All right. That doesn't mean, though, in a few seconds that another driver is going to come back empty-handed. And with the money we're going to bring in, we should put us back above zero, which would reset being in default to the bank on money. And reset the timer if I happen to go back in default with the bank. Not that it says in the email, but I got told we get roughly like 48 hours to fix the default on our payments. I don't want to get that far to where we have to sell the truck. I guess worst comes to worst, I could sell that cistern tanker. That seems to be causing a lot of problems no matter what garage I put it into. But now that I got the tanker on private, I don't know, I was so dejected. I'm dejected about that trailer causing problems because what kind of cargo that trailer can haul is some expensive stuff, and it should be good paying jobs, and it seemed to be causing some problems. I don't know how to solve that. Wait, I don't need to be getting off here. Nope, I don't need to be getting off there at all. So as for the coast to coast map, by the way, like I said, I'm on a test version. I don't think there is a link on the, I got the link from his Discord page to download this. So hopefully he will... Wait, am I getting... No, I mean, I'm getting off here. Then going left. Yeah, so maybe by the time you see this video, I know he's working on it currently as we speak, as I'm recording this. We always like that. You put the link in the Discord, you know how you can kind of hear someone's tone in a text when they said, I think it's functional? So we're giving it a go. I mean, roads, like you said, road signs may all be, you know, not in the right spots. Not where we're going to be. I think it's mostly to where Kansas connects to the coast-to-coast map itself. Wait, I got 1 mile to go here, so I need my off-ramp. So I shouldn't have to worry, I don't think, about falling off the map. or do anything like that. So it looks like we're delivering to an airport again. So we delivered to the airport in Denver just a couple episodes ago. That is an interesting icon that I'm looking in front of us here. Security check. Well, we are going into an airport. Am I delivering onto another cargo jet? Like I said, I may have done it once before. No, we're not delivering on the cargo jet. I've done it once before, I think, ages ago. Now I'm starting to think, boy, I'm going to do it twice in a matter of a few episodes. Oh, I did not get a good angle for backing up there. Oops, too much. And decouple. Alright, so 2 towns out of 14 should be done. Show results. And continue. I also leveled up, I think. Yep, 2 out of 14, which is good. But now I need to find a place to rest up. And looks like we're going to be resting up, well, right over here. That's all where we need to go. Wait, did I get above? Oh yeah, we are above zero. We're at $371. So I'm pretty sure that's the bank letting us know that we're all set, at least for now. Let's head on down the road and call it a day. And I haven't had a chance yet to go and download Jazzy Cat's AI traffic. So maybe by next episode I'll be able to do that. Where are we sleeping in here? Is it in here we're sleeping? I don't think so. Are we? I can't zoom in any more than that. Is this a rest area here? I see a sleep trigger, I just don't know where it is. Can I go further on down the road? I mean, according to the GPS, I should be... Am I just... Oh, wait a minute. Must be right here. Okay. We can rest here. Let's see. Do I need to check on anything for my drivers and such? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and now I got advanced time. So... No, that's the wrong keystroke there. Hopefully I did everything right. Yep, 8 o'clock in the evening. And now we should be able to go to bed. Nothing happens in the last 3 hours, but still sitting at 371. Sound like it's raining. And we wake up with $5,000 in the bank account. So not quite enough to pay off our loan. Or the loan payment for the day, but we'll worry about that when that time comes. Well, the bank will worry about it. Job market, so external contracts. So there's one to Kobe. There's another one to Kobe. Emporia. Kind of the same way we came, although that wouldn't be too bad because that is over 100 miles. So that should count. And it's live cattle. We'll begin that delivery. So we might be taking a little bit of short jaunts. But we got to go to each city one way or another. So the quicker we can knock them off, the better. Then we can just free roam in a sense. But we're picking up live cattle. I'm guessing not by the airport, so we may have a little bit of a drive to get wherever this cattle ranch is. I think I can just back up out of here. It looks like all the traffic has left. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Because I'm trying to hit buttons that are for Alaskan road truckers, not ATS. I was going to back out in the traffic there, but I don't need to be hitting anyone. Wait, am I going right back to the airport? Okay. I was not expecting just to go here. So we know we got to check in. And oh, it's over there. Okay. I don't know how I kept missing it, but I was. I thought it was going to be against the wall over there. No, I missed it. Okay, why are we missing this? Yeah, I gotta try and remember. Do I load the trailer or the truck this way? Alright, well now we're lowered. Let's see if that helps. Okay, that definitely helped. Let's re-raise the suspension in the back. There we go. Alright. So 104 miles. These trips gotta be just... Oh, well, it says at least 100 miles. It doesn't say just over. But they gotta be at least 100 miles, so this will count. But of course it only counts for one because we've already delivered from to this city, so delivering from it is not gonna count. You just gotta deliver to or from every city. Come to a rolling stop. Just gotta remember, I did not fuel up at the end of the last day, but it shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. Let's try to give those cattle back there a nice ride. 35,000 pounds, so nothing too heavy. And I will try to get a special transportation job in somewhere. Just didn't want to do a last episode because the slight issue I was having with external contracts. Yeah, special transportation jobs for us though, because it kind of cuts into our time quite a bit with a 2-hour load up and a 2-hour unload. So with the new skybox that came with patch 1.49, as it's raining, I'm just trying to see how it is. I mean, I think I see a little bit of a difference the way it's raining, but not a whole lot per se. It's hard for me to tell. I think I would know better if we had some thunder and lightning, because they kind of, in the pictures, that's what they were showing, like thunder and lightning being, well, not the thunder itself, but the lightning being more of a thing. I guess we're not going to see it too long because the sun's coming out. Turn the wipers off. Don't think I'm really giving the cattle a smooth ride. So where am I going again? Oh, Emporia. Emporia. I would have thought we kind of drove through the city before on the way down here, but I'm guessing we pretty much went around it. And maybe this next trip that we, or next load that we take, will be further across the state. I don't want to do like 5 deliveries in one day, which would knock off a lot of cities, of course. But we really just want to be driving around. And I also would like to try to find one of the farm cargo from the DLC that just came out. It says exit Emporia 1 mile. Guess I'll get over to the right-hand lane. Not much traffic on the road currently this morning. Plus, also getting a quick delivery in this morning may help us get back over $6,000, which is what we need for the loan payment this afternoon. I'll bring in 767. Well, it's not quite up to 6,000, so fingers crossed. So currently, other than driving through, I forgot what town we were driving through. Was it Salina that we drove through in yesterday? We got to see some of the city and downtown and a couple of buildings that looked like they were special to the city itself. Wait, am I turning? Yeah, we're turning right here. "15 miles, okay. Take it kind of smooth through here if I can. Doesn't look like sunflowers, but it looks like, well, I mean, there's sunflowers not in the field. But is that like sorghum as a crop, maybe? I wonder if this will leave this well, this better count, because I'm just thinking I don't think we've actually been in the city yet, but we're delivering to that city. Looks like this farmer likes his John Deere equipment. I wasn't actually expecting any traffic on this road, but ooh, farming traffic. Very nice. All right, so where are we delivering this to? Where are we dropping it off at so I can figure out my approach? Alright, so these are the same farms that I've seen in other areas. Okay, so there's where we're dropping it off at. And what I want to do before I drop this off at, what location is this actually called? Organic Valley. So when I take another load, leaving here, I want to be able to take it from out of here. That way I don't have to travel anywhere. Let's see if I can get a better angle than that. Don't run into their greenhouse. Is that someone riding on a horse out there? Looks like it. And that looks like one of the farming cargo DLC. Trying to figure out, is that like a lime spreader, fertilizer spreader? Possibly. Let's go and detach this cargo here. Show the results now. Current company job offers. Is it going to be external contracts? Can I separate the external contracts? Yes, external contracts. Alright, we got one going to Tulsa. No, we don't want to go to Tulsa. We got to stay in Kansas. We want to keep that. Topeka, we've already done. Emporia to Hayes. Where's Hayes? Okay, so that, you know, that we can definitely take that one right there as paying the most. Well, I shouldn't say it's paying the most. It's paying more. I got going by price per mile. But I would like to see any of the farming DLC. Well, that's going to Washington. That's a little bit further than I want to go. Okay, but Topeka we've already done. Alright, so let's go ahead and just grab the one going to Hayes. 200 miles, so that classifies. And we're taking cattle. Is it going to be the same cattle we just dropped off? But the good news is we are already here. So that way we don't have to go anywhere to pick up the load. Eventually, we will take some of the farming cargo, but just not this load right here. And really, though, this should only put us at noon by the time we get to Hayes. A little bit past noon, so I might be able to grab another load going somewhere. And being external contracts, like I said, the deadlines are real time, not in-game time, but I'll be recording, if you're watching this when it goes live, this is what only matters, but this will be going out Saturday, and I'm going to be recording Sunday's episode right after this one, so I can take... Oh, they changed out the cargo for us. I will be able to go ahead and take an external contract and finish up the day, because I'll be recording it right after this one. Now that I got the external contracts all set, ready to go. Let's see if I can go up to this one without lowering the suspension on the truck. No, I cannot. Okay, let's lower the suspension. Yep. So much better by lowering the suspension on these. Raise the suspension and let's get on the road. Looks like we're going out the same way we came in. Now that I know there's actually farming equipment that can go up and down this road, I got to be more careful. But I like where that delivery spot is. That, you know, you actually got to take some dirt roads. Actually makes you feel like you're going to a farm. You're not just driving right off a highway and then 5 feet from there you're parking at a barn. Some of these roads reminds me of the roads where I live. There's some... No, that's not a real person. That's the statue that I saw coming in. It's like, oh, they got another person out here riding on a horse. And they got close. I'm like, no. That's the statue. It's a silhouette. Let's not pull out in front of another trucker. Am I going to get the opening in the road somewhere? That'd be nice. Now I'm going to look this way and there's going to be a car coming. No? All right, let's get going before one does. I do love how this engine sounds. It should be the Caterpillar engine that we put in here, I think. I do believe that's what we put in here. Alright, 65 is the speed limit, and that is the limit that we can go at. So we'll just cruise on over to Hayes, right? That's where we're going, Hayes. Yes, we're going to Hayes. Like I said, we're expected to get there just past noon, which will leave us about 4 hours to take another load somewhere else. At least for driving today, but like I said, I can take an external contract, and if it's farther than 4 hours, that's fine, because I'll be recording the next episode right after this one. So I should be able to get it done in real time, but I'll double check on it to make sure. I think we're going this way? Yes. I do think currently I want to avoid Kansas City just for now, because that is the area that I think Mantrid's having some trouble, not trouble, but needs a lot more time to work on connecting the coast-to-coast map to Kansas City. So I don't want to be driving around there just yet. Okay, we have overdrafted once again. But at least now we're only 122 on the overdraft. And I think we're getting paid over $1,000 for this, right? Yeah, 12.15. But we're still probably going to get some drivers coming back empty-handed. It'll probably take a couple of in-game days for that to sort itself out. But a typical business, we're riding the borderline of defaulting on our payments. We just need our drivers to come through for a few days, which they will. And if I do my job in itself, then we should be more than all set. And I still want to do a couple more upgrades to this truck. Not a whole lot, maybe like $5,000 or $6,000 more. I want to be able to put in here. It's all going on to the rims of the truck. But I would like some more, I don't want to say decorative stuff for the inside of the truck. I mean, we got to have some type of bobblehead on the dash. And some stuff for the back as well. Even though we don't look back there as much. But when I do, I don't want it to be a plain Jane empty back area. We need to go ahead and get some pillows or something back there. Gotta remember, we're hauling cattle back there, so I don't want to say I'm trying to give them a smooth ride, because I'm not. We're just driving. Oh, we got mail again, because now our overdraft has been settled. I've never gotten so much mail. I've gotten more mail in the past like 2 or 3 episodes than I think I have the entirety of ATS. When I was doing the paint job, and it just keeps coming to me because I'm looking at it all the time, the Jayhawk on the hood which is from the Kansas University. I did want to put Rock Chalk Jayhawk somewhere on the truck. Just couldn't really figure out where to put it. And then I figured probably most people will not even know what that's all about. See, only 60 miles out. I would say the day seems to be going rather quickly, seeing that even though we spent the first part of this episode driving in the previous day. And the way it's going, I think I can drive the rest of the day with the fuel that we got. Should be okay. But if we end up at the end of the day in a town where, kind of like what we were in Wichita, where there wasn't a fuel station where we stayed at. But I mean, there's plenty of fuel areas around, I'm sure. This said rest area, didn't say anything about fuel. And look at that, we're already up to 2,200, which is good. So I think we will, money-wise, so now we got the Peterbilt 389, which we just got. So there's no talk about trading this truck in or switching out this truck. So we got 2 open bays in Dallas. I think we filled those up. And then maybe we go about upgrading the trucks, the original trucks that we got, maybe to sleeper trucks, and you know, putting a decent engine in them. They were all pretty much like, I want to say I probably just like 350, 400 horsepower engines, probably better gearboxes as well, better chassis, so they can take better loads. So I think originally, it's been a while now, because we are, yeah, I kind of forgot that we are over 200 episodes now in this series, which is great. I never expected this series to go as far as it has. But I think originally I was talking about maybe just having like 20, 25 drivers, which we are, I think we're at 22 currently. So I think once we fill the Dallas garage with the 3 trucks, we start upgrading trucks and then later on maybe expand further. Well, that's too low of a gear. Lovely little roundabout. Make sure you give the trucks and roundabouts, if there's 2 lanes, give them both lanes. They appreciate it. So we're just 3 miles out to our delivery. Almost went past my turn, so I'm trying to look at the scenery. Looks like they're watering their crops out here. I do like not having the barricades up, letting you know that you can't go through certain parts of the road. Just if you're not really paying attention to your GPS. It's like, oh, I think I'm just got to go straight through. Then you realize, no, you can't. The road is there, but we are not allowed to pass. So maybe this farm will have some farming equipment that we can haul somewhere. Just needs to be in state. Where are we going with this trailer? It's somewhere over there. I don't see it currently. Oh, is it next to those miniature silos? Yes, it is. All right. I mean, that was a terrible approach. I realize that. I didn't at first, but we got ourselves pretty much in there now, so we should be straightforward now, or in this case, straight backwards. Alright, and detach, please. Yeah, we don't have to lower the suspension to detach, which is kind of weird, but that's fine. Alright, current company job offers, so we don't have to go anywhere. Texas, Colby. So that is farming equipment. That's one of the farming equipment from the DLC. And Colby is an area that we haven't delivered to yet. It is a short drive, though. It's only 114 miles. But we got to do it at some point. Let's see, it's 12:30. This should take only 2 hours. I'll have a quick look elsewhere here. And I do want to take one of the farming DLC cargoes. So I think that's going to be where we need to go. Dodge City. Yeah, Dodge City's not far enough either. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that one there. Where was it? Colby. There we go. Yep, we'll take that one. A crawler tractor. 114 miles. Yep, we're all set. Yeah, I guess, I mean, Kansas is not a small, where I live in the States, my state is one of the smallest ones in the country. But when you're trying to find deliveries of at least 100 miles from town to town, and not ones you've already been to, and you try and knock them off your list, sometimes the choices are what they are. But at least the good news is we don't have to travel anywhere when I do these. I'm sure if I check the town itself, where is my trailer? Oh, there it is. I'm sure if I check the city itself, and not just from this company alone, we could probably find something else. But it's nice not to have to go anywhere to get a trailer. Backed right into it. Don't have to lower the suspension for these. Before we head out of town, head out of the farm here, what I probably should do is, one, I'm going to need a thumbnail, but two, let's have a look at this cargo. Anyways, kind of looks like maybe a Fendt, like it's supposed to be a Fendt tractor, maybe, but it's got the eagle on it for the States, I suppose. I would assume, I mean, it looks like Fendt colors, not, but maybe they're trying to do a John Deere. But the green looks more like a Fendt to me. Not too sure. But that's neither here nor there. But like I said, this is farming cargo. Yeah, I need a thumbnail for today's video, so let me go take care of that. All right, let's get out of, what town are we in? Oh yeah, let's stall the engine a couple times too, that's good. Yeah, we're going to Colby. Tyson Foods, so I suppose Tyson Foods needs a tractor. I took care of the emails, by the way. All the mail that we had. Yeah, so that's going to put us there somewhere just shy of 3 o'clock, and I may actually call the day there. And since we did, like the beginning of this episode was half of the day before, it'll still be a pretty good long episode here. And I'm not really in a rush to try to force jobs in that we need to be doing, because we don't need to be rushing currently. Just at the previous day, I had plenty of hours left still to drive, and it seemed like there was too much left on the table. That's a Kansas roll and go. That's what I'm going to call it. No traffic coming, so you just roll. Roll and go. Is that a Christmas tree farm? Although it's Meadow West, so I think that's what it said. I would assume that's not a Christmas tree farm. Looks like we're going through downtown Hayes. Is that a Volvo dealership we're seeing? It is. Yeah, discovering those not too important because we buy all of our trucks online. Although, when I bought this truck online, I think that's why I couldn't take the truck when we had a job that we were delivering, because we bought it online, so we weren't actually at the location. So that's about probably the only time you'd want to, go actually to the dealership. Although we did buy it at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think, so I don't think they were even open. So let's get to Colby and get some more money back in the bank account. Just $850. I don't say just $850. That's not too bad for only going just 100 miles. And this will be the 5th city that we delivered to today. To or from. Which means 9 more to go after this one. I don't expect to get 5 more done next time. But as I mentioned, we got 2 months pretty much to get this all done. Probably just get 2 done next time, be my guess. fingers crossed by tomorrow, financially, we'll be stable. I haven't even checked on the Steam page to see what the achievements for Kansas are. I assume one of them is going to be visit every city in Kansas City, or Kansas City, in Kansas. I think I've gone past one scenic view area. Waiting to see what this billboard's all about. I'm not going to comment. I think that was a Swift billboard I just saw. Fastest we can go, 65. Kind of feels like we're crawling here, but the McDonald's trailer. I would say I could almost smell the fries, but it's been 20 years since I've eaten at a McDonald's, so I pretty much don't remember what they taste like or anything. Seeing a lot of not a lot, but seen enough of some Christmas billboards today. I'm not really a holiday type person. So I pretty much avoid listening to live radio and such for this month because and I don't really I don't have TV. So listening to Christmas music or Christmas movies I can do without. Maybe a day or two before Christmas I can watch something, but kind of hard to avoid it these days. Alright, so this is our exit. And we do got a rest area, fuel area right over here, a few miles back. Unless there's one down the road that we're going, we'll be coming back here. So it looks like that bus got off the interstate just to go back on the interstate. Okay, where are we going with this here? I think it's telling me it's on the left-hand side over here somewhere. Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't been to one of these in a while. Is it going to be in this corner here? Is it going to be in there? Oh, yeah. It's going to be in there. Alright, so it's... almost cut that corner too short. Almost took out those... that deck out there. But what I want to do... I don't know if I got the room to do it in here, but I need to turn around before we can turn around. And R3 is too high of a gear. Gotta see where the corner of the building is. We around it, we are. Anything else in front? No, there's nothing else in front of me, so. Alright, I need to straighten up a little bit. Let's not run into the 8140. I think that's what it says. Perfect. Well, maybe not perfect, but darn near close. Alright, show results now. And there we are. We're just going to continue. So that's 5 out of 14, which is not too bad. Let's just head back on down. I don't think there's a fuel station down here. I think the one we saw... Actually, there's one... Yeah, that's the one. We'll just go right to this one right here. It's a bigger one. We'll go to the bigger one. But bigger's not always better, as they say. Let's go ahead and just get on over there. We'll fuel up and we'll be ready to go next time, which for me is not long from now, but for you it'll be tomorrow. So it is a matter of, at this point, now that we got 5 cities out of the way, delivering to and from, now we got to be just a little bit more picky on where we're going. Because basically we've done 33% of it. Exxon, looks like trucks are back out here. Got some cotton combines over there. $4.72 a gallon. Let's deplete our bank account once again. Fingers crossed we'll have a good night overnight, and we'll wake up with like $10,000 in the bank account, which would get us through tomorrow without getting any notifications from our bank. And I'll wait to upgrade the truck. When I say upgrade, you know, the engine, the transmission, the chassis, and all that's fine. Just decorative stuff that we want to add, but we're going to definitely wait on that a while longer. Am I in a rest area? Should be, and we are, but we're not resting as of yet. Let's go into here like we always do and just make sure, driver manager, make sure no one's stuck back at the garage. We got one guy at the garage, and I'd say about half are driving and the other half are sleeping currently. But they are on the road. They're all working. I'm not worried about the one driver. He probably did just return back and will be heading out shortly, I hope. But overall, not too bad. As for, since we've been talking a lot about the money, we have looked at this, not long ago, but let's have another look here. Hey, we owe less than $1 million. Not too bad. We were up to a $2 million loan. Well, we got 4 loans, as you can see, $500,000 apiece. So technically, I could borrow. I think, you can borrow another $1 million, which we're not going to borrow anymore. We'll just slowly pay off what we've got. And the extra money that we got, we'll do what we've been doing. But that's the way we look on the bank side of things. As for the world map, let's have a look at Kansas itself. And we can kind of see where we've been. So yeah, we've been pretty much going across the center. And now the southern part. Like I said, Kansas City, I'm just going to avoid that just for now until the coast-to-coast map gets more done. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's working on, is the Kansas City area, because as you can see, that goes over into Missouri. So I'm pretty sure he's trying to connect that all up and make that look really, really good. But I mean, we got a lot to travel on now, just for, I don't want to say base game, but for what SCS has put out for maps. We got a whole area. Yeah, it looks like I've been avoiding California quite a bit on this profile. But I mean, they've been adding roads since, I really need to get back over there and take whatever this road is right here. I haven't been up there at all, as you can see. But we're going to be focusing on Kansas, and we'll see how it goes. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if in January, that Nebraska or Arkansas will get released. Nebraska was announced just after Kansas. So, maybe it was about, a month and a half ago they announced Arkansas. So I would assume Nebraska would be next. But we never know, so that, you never know. Just never know. We'll have to wait and see, but we gotta cruise around Kansas for a while first, right? We got to take care of a lot of cities here, which we'll get to next time. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching, as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.